Hey guys, it's 3:55 at the moment. Just going to head up and do Taraw Cliff sunrise climb this morning. Been up since about 3:30, just try and do some stretches, drink about probably a litre and a half of water before I even start the climb, because I know it's going to be sweaty in the middle of the jungle. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Taraw Cliff is not a sanctioned tourist activity. It is actually not allowed to climb up there for sunrise. So everything that you do will be a little bit hush-hush. If you are keen to do it, you will find a guide. Just ask around. You'll find someone who can hook you up with the guide's WhatsApp number, and they'll organise for you to meet at a certain time and place. For me, that was 4 a.m. He walked me through a series of alleyways into our house. However, all that happened was that I sat there waiting for another 25 to 30 minutes, waiting for other people to arrive. So I'm not sure why I had to get there so early. Eventually, we walked out the back through the alleyway, through some gates, onto the climb. It's less of a hike than it is a climb. We started at about 4:30 a.m. on the actual climb itself. This whole cliff face is karst limestone, former reef system. It is sharp, but on the flip side there is really good grip and lots of hold points. It gets very humid in the jungle, which is why I drank so much water before starting. Now, I personally probably drank 1.5 litres before starting, and I carried another 2 litres up with me, but this is because I was carrying roughly 8 kilograms worth of camera gear and water. For the normal person, I recommend taking maybe 1.5 litres up with you, just to be safe. This first climb we reached at about 10 to 5 is probably one of the steeper ones, but there is nothing worse than this, and there is plenty of grip. If you can climb something like this, then you'll have no issues with the rest of the climb. Helmets, head torches and gloves are provided. You have to wear shoes, obviously. There is no flat ground. Everything you step on is a little bit sharp, so you want something sturdy. Even when wearing gloves, you will still get little pinpricks, and at the end you might have quite sore hands. Don't worry if you're not as fit as the other people in the group. Normally you will go with more than one guide and you will split up. Our group started with 5, eventually we got down to 3, but the other 2 still made it to the top. You leave so early that you have plenty of time to make it to the top, even if you are a little bit slower. Don't be afraid to ask for a rest if you feel like you need it. You don't want to go down with heat stroke. Now, a lot of people in blogs and videos try to sensationalise this and make it sound like it's high-risk activity. Either they're really uncoordinated or they're trying to make themselves look cool. At no point did I think this was dangerous. If you have even the slightest bit of coordination, then you should be able to do this climb with basic fitness level. That's not to say that it is easy. It is quite a physically challenging thing. The shorter you are, the more you might struggle to reach different footholds and stuff, but the Filipino guides themselves are not very tall, so they know how to climb it with the right footholds, and they will show you, they will guide you along the way. After 50 minutes, at about 5:20 a.m, we reached the top. This is still about 50 minutes before sunrise, so you can see just how much time they allow for everyone of different climbing abilities to reach the top before sunrise. When you get to the top, there is not really anywhere to sit. There are a few spots you can sort of sit down, nothing super comfortable, and a few prime photo locations. So the earlier you get there, the better. But once the sun comes up, everyone sort of swaps around just to get photos from different angles. As soon as you reach the summit, you'll be glad for the breeze.
How many mountains to get some confidence? How many debates to earn some tailwind? The years pass, I'm still the same. What will it take? Why the wait? Up and down, I'm losing ground. Pretender, tell me what to believe. I ain't got a sweet tooth for lying. Spender, show me how to succeed. My wallet is spreading thin. Oh, ooh, ooh, what to do? I am me and not you. Ooh, ooh, what to say? Please make the strain go away. Pretender. How many right turns to reach some kind of goal? How many dressing up for me to play some ball? Seasons change, still the same range. Where will it take? Tell me why the wait. Up and down, I'm moving around. Pretend or tell me what to believe. I ain't got a sweet tooth for lying. Expand or show me how to succeed. My wallet is spreading thin. Oh, ooh, ooh, what to do? I am me and not you. Ooh, ooh, what to say? Please make the string go away. Pretender, just don't ask me like I'd give anything else a try. Pretender, pretender, tell me what to believe. I ain't got a sweet tooth for lying. Expand or show me how to succeed. My wallet is spreading thin. Ooh, ooh, what to do? I am me and not you. Ooh, ooh, what to say? Please make the string go away. Pretender.
This is Taraw Cliff. It's about 50 minutes climb and got here about 5:30. Sunrise about 6 o'clock. This is pretty incredible. It's about 1,000 pesos, but definitely worth it. It's hard work, sweaty, nice breeze at the top. Definitely worth the time and effort, I think. Pretty beautiful up here.
I am me and not you. Ooh, ooh, what to change? I seem to be stuck in this lane. Pretender.
After about 1 hour at the top, we decided to start the descent before things got too hot. Some of the guides also work other jobs during the day and need to be back by a certain time. However, there is no hard limit on this. We could have stayed longer if we'd wanted to. Going down can be a little bit more awkward than going up. For us, it took 55 minutes to go down. I did find going up a lot easier on the knees as well. Going down constantly can get quite tiring on the front of your knees. So you can see here how sharp everything is, but also how many holds there are and how good the grip is. On the way down, you can remove your helmet, which makes things a little bit more comfortable. Alright guys, I've just finished the Taraw Cliff sunrise climb. Well, not just. A fair while ago I had to sit down under the fan in his shop just to cool off. The shirt's wet, it's like I've been for a swim, so I'm going to go have a shower and go find some breakfast somewhere, and then going to do Taraw Cliff, the Canopy walk. I've no interest in doing it, but just as a comparison, that cliff climb, kind of technically easy, but physically hard just because of the heat. But I knew it would be, so I drank probably 1.5 litres before starting. I took 2 litres, probably drank another litre, maybe 1.5 litres during the climb as well. So yeah, it's physically challenging, but the climbing is not difficult, and at no point did I feel like it was dangerous unless you're quite uncoordinated. There's so much grip there and so many different hold points, and with the guides as well, they'll tell you where to put your feet. Admittedly, a bit easier for me, I'm a bit taller, but the Filipino guides are probably a foot shorter than me, and they manage every day without hassle. So yeah, that's probably the best thing I've done in the Philippines so far. Very physically demanding, so if you want to do it, just be ready. Even with the gloves on, you still get little pinpoints and soft hands by the end of it, because it is very sharp rock. Definitely worth it. I think that's the highlight of the trip so far. My legs are absolutely knackered now, so I'm going to try this Canopy via Ferrata walk just as a comparison, so I can show other people. I don't expect it to be as good, obviously. We can't get the good light at sunrise and the view's not as high. Yeah, we'll see what it's like. The Canopy via Ferrata walk is located in town at the base of Taraw Cliff. They say it's 400 pesos, but after you've already paid and suited up, they randomly charge you another 30 pesos. To To do the Dreamcatcher, it is 730 pesos, but I personally wouldn't bother. This also involves some climbing, and it is also stinking hot. The earliest you can do it is 8 o'clock. You don't need to be super fit for this one, and there is no dangerous climbing. This is the only Ferrata walk. It is a suspension bridge. It's kind of boring and not that exciting. Top of the climb is only about 15 minutes away. Just be careful, all this scaffold structure gets stinking hot in the sun. Finally, you make it to the viewpoint, and as far as I'm concerned, it's kind of underwhelming. Just lining up here, waiting for people to take their photos before you can have a look yourself, and then quickly being ushered back to ground level. Personally, didn't rate it too much, but if you are not willing to pay 1,000 pesos or you're scared of heights or whatever, don't want to do Taraw Cliff sunrise, then that's another option to get some views. I would go as soon as it opens. I got stuck with a group of like 12 people and it was pretty boring, to be honest. You're just waiting for everyone to take photos and walk around, and to be honest, I didn't think the views were that great. But if you don't want to do Taraw Cliff, that's pretty much your only option.